So there's a stack of new songs. Some of them are congregational, always. Anything I do will always have a worship focus. I've written a couple of songs with Israel Houghton, and one that actually his son wrote a little bit of it in the chorus, which is called Hope for Humanity. There's a song that I love, it's probably my favourite song on the project, called You Are Love. And I love it, and it's just got beautiful strings, and to me it's just descriptive of who God is. Love defines Him. It doesn't always define us, but it does define Him. There's lots of little surprises, and probably hear some extra voices on there of people that you know, so I just pray it's a great blessing. I didn't set out with a theme. My songs always tend to have a similar theme, the worship and justice theme. Probably one of the key things that has really changed about our lives, my family's lives, and I actually think in the church, globally in the last few years, just that understanding that we are called to be the difference in the world. I think between Isaiah 58 and Isaiah 60, all those verses in between, there's a real call to truthful worship, where God is asking us to be more than singers of songs. So years ago we went, through Compassion actually, sponsoring kids, we went into Rwanda, and how our hearts got totally broken for that place. And God really spoke to my husband on that plane and said, now you've seen it, what are you going to do about it? So we started up something. At that time, Rwanda was known for the 100 Days of Horror, the systematic, brutally just murdering people from, if you're part of the wrong tribe. Over the same 100-day period, rather than this, every year they do this 100 days of mourning. So a third of their year, every year, is mourning. So why don't we ask permission of the government and the church community whether we can come in and do 100 days of hope and just try and shift it. And he said, we'll just ask our friends, put it out there, Facebook, just through media. Well, it was amazing and continues to just be incredible. So much so that we as in not us, just lots of different people together, building villages and educating the educators, hospitals, surgeries, teaching the leaders, Christian leaders. We've got an office there now, and we've got staff in Australia, and it's just so good. And now every teacher or educator from university down to primary school, Hope Rwanda is responsible for educating every educator in Rwanda to keep that education process strong and just growing forward. And with my life, I want to announce His presence. It's all about the presence of God. It's not about great songs or whatever. My life is just, I want to announce His presence. And for me, for everyone it's different. We've all been given different gifts, and one of the ways I can do it is to write about it and sing it, and that's what I'm really praying that this project does, just continues to announce the goodness of God, to announce His presence, and that's all I want to do with my life.